So this week we've been working on our hook kicks. So I'm just going to do a quick video explaining a couple of type of hook kicks that we use. So we have predominantly so this week we've been working on our hook kicks. So I'm just going to go through a few of the hook kicks that we use. So the idea is, when we're doing a hook kick, I'll show you on the camera so you can see first. But the idea is, unlike a roundhouse kick where my knee comes up and I extend my foot, instead I go the other way. And the idea is, if I was in a position where maybe I was too close to extend, I can come around the other side and I can use the bottom of my foot instead. Obviously, if I'm this close, we would use what we refer to as a point style hook kick. So it's a bounce. So when I hit my target, I bounce off the target and then I bring it back down. If I have the space, I can use a little bit more of my hip and I can drag my hook kick through. So I can come through here. And the idea is, when I do this one, it's a little bit more power behind it, and it's gonna do a few things, whether it's score on the target, pull your partner's guard down, but the idea is that one's got lots more behind it. So I'll show you a couple of times on the back. So I've got the point, so where I lift, always remember, we want that back foot pivoted, our hands are tight. I'm gonna lift, my knee comes in, I come around. Instead of extending, I come around and I hit with the bottom of my foot. The other one, there's a little bit more hip involved. So to break it down, sometimes people consider the bounce more of a roundhouse kick chamber, okay? Whereas the hip can be more of a side kick chamber. Let me explain. So if I go as if I'm going to fire a roundhouse kick, there's only so much power I can get behind that unless I start swinging my body. Whereas if I go straight into what we'd usually call a side kick chamber, where I drag my hip forwards, in that instance, I can pull that a little bit more, okay? But that's just a little bit of a detail thing. So the idea is, I've got my bounce, where I pull, I hit and I come through, and the other option for me is I can lift my leg up and I can drag through the target. And that would come all the way through. So a really good one to fire on the end of that is your roundhouse kick, because when you pull it through, your foot's in that position to be able to roundhouse kick onto the end. So there's just a couple of details about the hook kick to try and hopefully help you get a good idea of how to do it. And as always with your kicks, imagine that your chest is staying in the same place, because the more I rotate and my posture is broken, the harder it's going to be for me to do my kicks. So remember, counterbalance, lift, and I can either again bounce or I'm dragging through, okay? You don't have to do the skip. That's just a little bit of a habit for me that I need to break. But use your distances as well. So I say 3, because generally you've got in range, close, and out of range. So try firing from a few different distances, okay? But we'll go into more of those hook kicks as we move on. But I just want to give you a basic idea of the points, the bounce hook kick, as well as the pull through hook kick. And that's the lead hook kick that we're working.